Hello, hello, hello. Hi, welcome to SHARKSTREAM. It's me, once more. Again, can you believe it? Back at it again. Causing problems. Not actually, I'm not really a problem causer, I'm gonna be honest. I'm just here, you know? You feel me? You see where I'm coming from with this? Yeah, hi. It is just after 9 a.m. on Saturday, August 26th. I have a cup of coffee that I'm like a little less than halfway through. And I'm about to play F.E.A.R Extraction Point as part of the SHARKSTREAM Mid-AUGHTS Shooter-THON overtime. How many more words can I add to this event? Perhaps one day we will find out. So the plan today is that we're going to be playing through Extraction Point here in the morning. I'm going to take a break, probably get some lunch and everything, get my fucking head right, because I'll have been playing for like probably a couple hours at that point. This game is supposed to take 4.5 hours long. I can guarantee you it's not going to be that much. I have finished this in one stream before, so not too difficult to feed. Perseus Mandate is going to take a little bit longer, to be sure. But I plan to do that in the afternoon. And then we'll figure out what game we're going to be playing next weekend. So I'm going to go ahead and... I want to go ahead and pull up a timer for this one. Hello, Lindworm. Welcome to the SHARKSTREAM. I guess a stopwatch is what I would use, huh? Yeah. So let's go ahead and start the campaign, moderate difficulty, and start. So this picks up right where F.E.A.R left off. Hello, Zandahar. Ah, you have hair now. Yeah, I do. I've had hair for a little bit. Friends in the stream, Audrey and B, were nice enough to make this edit to my model, and it looks really good.
We still don't know the extent of the damage.
We haven't been able to get through to anyone since the explosion. What about Alma? What happened to her? What was that sound?
There she is. I love how Holiday looks directly at her. She's climbing out, just like, what the fuck? It's been a month or two now. Something like that. I forget what the first stream I did where I had the hair was.
Cities turn to dust. Retaliation.
So a bit of a background on F.E.A.R Extraction Point. So the original F.E.A.R was made by Monolith. Not Monolith Soft. You know, not the folks that did Xenoblade, but Monolith. The folks that would go on to do, among other things, Condemned, F.E.A.R 2,
Looks like we're all still alive.
what's the word I'm looking for? Middle-earth, Shadow of Mordor.
Can't reach
Oh, that
anybody
wacky
lately.
Fettle. Oh, that scamp.
That's not good.
We'll have to find another way down. Your air conditioning
But it was
might
published by Sierra.
I'm fine.
So the original F.E.A.R was actually, from what I remember, pretty successful, honestly. Like, it did really well. It got a lot of attention for the quality of its AI during battle sequences. And just overall got, like, a lot of really good press and everything. But I guess I think Monolith, like, ended their contract with Sierra. But Sierra wanted to make more F.E.A.R games. So they started work on 2 standalone expansions with Day One Studios. Like, I hesitate to call them the B team. Did they do Blood 2? I actually don't know. I hesitate to call them the B team because I feel like that's reductive and kind of insulting to, like, the work that they put in. Because, quite honestly, I do really like Extraction Point and Perseus Mandate. I don't think they're quite as good as the original F.E.A.R or F.E.A.R 2. But, like, I think they have interesting things going on. I think a lot of the horror elements in Perseus Mandate specifically are actually pretty well done. The F.E.A.R 1 was really good. It was.
We made it to the roof. Man, it's dark.
But, like, when you're playing through, like, Extraction Point and Perseus Mandate, you can kind of tell that they were...
Hang on, I'll drop the flare. We're going to make our way down the fire escape.
made, like, probably on more of a budget than F.E.A.R 1, for sure. Like, there's obviously a lot of asset reuse. They are just expansion passes. And the new stuff that's there isn't, like, particularly high quality or imaginative. But, like, they still do a decent amount with it. Oh, geez. Why wouldn't you want to do more? I mean, that was the opinion of Monolith. That's why they went on to do Project Origin. But yeah, so I feel like I've talked about this before, but F.E.A.R 2 was one of those games that, like, there was a lot of, like, transparency on the development of it. Like, Monolith was going around being like, hey, we're making a new game. It's going to be a successor to F.E.A.R 1. But we can't call it F.E.A.R because F.E.A.R was, at the time, still owned as an IP. Oh. Sierra still owned F.E.A.R as an IP around the time they were developing F.E.A.R 2. This would have been probably around the time Perseus Mandate came out. So like 2007 onward-ish. I know I've played these expansions before, but now I barely remember them. Well, perhaps in watching me play them, you'll start to remember. Okay, we got a little scene here first.
You asleep?
He's dormant. When Fettel was killed, the replica's deactivated.
He's dead now.
I wanted to examine him.
Preemptive strike. Keep your radio on, and we'll hook up down the road.
So what was I saying? Yeah, well, like I was saying, they couldn't use the title F.E.A.R initially. So they actually held a poll for, like, what people wanted the second game to be called, and what was decided on via the poll was the name Project Origin. It's relevant to the series.
Right.
What, apart from the obvious?
For starters, this city is empty.
There must have been a radioactive element to the origin explosion and the city was evacuated.
Cities don't empty this quick.
Forgot how much these people talk. Okay, so Project Origin was decided on. It sounds cool. It's relevant to the original story in that it is the project that effectively created Alma and, like, the replicants and everything. Well, I mean, I think replicants was Project Perseus, I think. I have a thing that explains all this, and, like, I might just bust that out to explain it. There was a,
It's Alma. It's got to be Alma.
The ghost kid?
She's a lot more than that. We're in a lot of trouble. Ghosts don't create temporal and spatial anomalies.
Looks like our girl's got a new hobby then.
It's fun watching you play F.E.A.R on YouTube. Yeah, thank you. These people keep interrupting me while I'm trying to talk. Please, I'm trying to explain the history. So yeah, it was decided that it would be called Project Origin, and they started development on it. Partially through development, Warner Brothers, who they were developing the game for, managed to get the IP from Sierra. Like, they managed to buy it from them. So they could call it F.E.A.R 2 now. I just get coffee in my eye.
I know it doesn't make sense. Not much does anymore. You killed me. I didn't like that.
I think the script is also a little weak in this. Where's the other guy? Aha! Little did you know I'm super good at video games. Oh! Whoa, 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 whoa! This is normal Sunday service stuff. I always hated when this happened in church. I think there's a... I don't know, there isn't a health pickup, or a health booster. So the ultimate, I guess, punchline of all of this is that there was all this kerfuffle about, like, you know, Monolith made the original game, Day One Studios made the expansions, Monolith wasn't really involved at all. Monolith was picked up by Warner Brothers, and they're just like, hey, make a sequel to F.E.A.R. They couldn't call it F.E.A.R initially. They were looking to call it Project Origin. Eventually, Warner Brothers bought the IP so that they could call it F.E.A.R 2 and put Project Origin in as a subtitle. And the ultimate punchline to all of this is that when they made F.E.A.R, who was it that they got to make it? Because it wasn't Monolith. That's right, it was Day One Studios. Which, I mean, if you're going to, like, give the IP to another company, or to another developer because the developer that did make it is busy making Lord of the Rings games, I feel like you could do worse than, like, the dudes that made the expansion packs for the original. But I just think it's really funny that, like, how, like, circular the whole thing is. So this is the new area that they made for this game. The church was also a new area, obviously, but, like, this is sort of like the underground city. Oh, this game introduces the ability to open doors by hitting them, or with explosions, and I love that. Yeah, at least they would have an idea how the game goes. Yeah, I mean, F.E.A.R 3 is also not probably one of my least favorite games of the series, but they have a working familiarity with the concept. Bazinga. Oh, missed. Hold on. There we go. Stop that. You can't just be pushing over tables. It's rude. I will say something that's really funny is how, like, chronically the expansions in this series are just outright ignored. Like, get this. So, Monolith makes the first F.E.A.R game, and Sierra, wanting to make more games in the series, has Day One Studios do the 2 expansion packs, Extraction Point and Perseus Mandate. When Monolith goes on to make F.E.A.R 2, they do borrow a couple elements from Extraction Point and Perseus Mandate, but mostly those are ignored. And then, working on, like, DLC content for F.E.A.R 2, which, if you've never seen, like, the ads for the DLC for F.E.A.R 2, they're so fucking good. I would highly recommend going and looking those up. Like, there's, like, a little story. And, like, I think Miniature Replica Soldier might be my favorite. But Replica Gone Rogue is also really good. And then I think there's also Slow-Mo Deathmatch, and I want to say there's another one. But, like, they're all really good, like, ads for that DLC. But, they would go on to make, DLC content for F.E.A.R 2 called F.E.A.R 2 Reborn. Which tells the story of Paxton Fettel, and his Rebas. And then F.E.A.R 3 would come out and completely ignore the events of Reborn in favor of just having Paxton Fettel be an ghost. It's all very funny. Maybe also a little tragic. I remember if I played that or not. Like, the only thing I remember, too, is fighting in a hospital. That's, like, one of the first levels. I really like 2. Honestly. I beat the game, I just don't remember anything from it. You should replay it sometime. It's really good. Listen, new games these days get more expensive all the time. I am a huge proponent of playing older games for much less money. Like, see, I hoard shit all the time, so I've got, like, physical copies of, like, a bunch of this stuff. Oh. Hello? Oh. Fucked up if true.
They got Jen. Those freaks fucking took her. She saw, I don't know what, in the shadows and went over to investigate.
Well, such is life. I don't know what's worse, what they do to Jin-Sun Quan in this game or what they do to her in F.E.A.R 3. Like, she survives F.E.A.R 3, but she's, like, very much, like... just kind of a damsel in distress character in that one, unfortunately. I just think that sucks. You know, Jin was supposed to be, like, a sniper character initially. If you ever play F.E.A.R 1 or Extraction Point, you may notice that, like, her gloves, like, the index finger is red. That's because it's supposed to be her trigger finger. And then they made her a medic for some reason. Yeah. Probably because they couldn't get, like, I'm sure they wanted it to be, like, a mechanic of her being a sniper. But, like, they probably couldn't get the mechanic to work. Like, damn. What they do to her in F.E.A.R 3 is almost criminal. Not like she's better off being killed by the plot criminal. But definitely, like, someone needs to get a stern talking to criminal. It's not like she had, like, a, you know, robust character in the original game or anything, but, like, I feel like you probably do her a little bit more justice than just making her just like, oh, point man. You gotta get to the place. Oh, I'm being kidnapped at least once in the story. Character assassination, if not literal. You can get an achievement for doing this entire thing without the slow-mo, but hell if I'm gonna try for it. My pistols are almost out of ammo, I'm noticing. That's probably fine. Ooh. So this is what I actually really like about Extraction Point and Perseus Mandate is, the expansions are kind of being held together by chewed gum and duct tape, so you get funny glitches on occasion. Models clipping through stuff. There's a part in Perseus Mandate, I remember, where, like, a few dudes get rammed by a giant, like, mech suit, and they get launched into the ceiling, and 9 times out of 10, they just get stuck there. Like, their heads just clip through the ceiling, and that's just where they live now. It's a lot of fun. Hey, what did I say about knocking things over? Cut it out. Will you? Am I hitting you? Hello? Looked like the wall was shooting you. Knock, knock. That guy just really wants people to check in. My man's just really wants someone to talk to him, you know? Yeah, alright. Can't go that way. Alright. Okay, so while we're making our way through the depths, the bowels of this church, I do want to take this opportunity to talk briefly about where things kind of stand right now with regards to, you know, the whole reason I started this whole event. So this stream is part of SHARKSTREAM Shooter-Thon, or SHARKSTREAM Mid-Aughts Shooter-Thon Overtime. Basically, me just cleaning up the games I wasn't able to get to during the original week that the Shooter-Thon took place.
Here we are, brother.
For God's sake.
I seem to be a little worse for the wear. And you are prey.
All right.
I'll leave the two of you alone.
Eventually this door opens. I have been raising money to help with bills and medical expenses following my wife Natalie's stay in the hospital back in May. Oop. Things have been improving, you know, idiots. Things have been improving, thankfully. We're still, you know, in and out of doctor's offices, doing all sorts of stuff, trying to figure out, like, you know, what's working, what isn't working, that sort of thing.
Up here.
Hey, man.
More of those freaks heading your way.
The target is heading your way. Roger that.
Wait, who's heading whose way?
Get in the building. I'll meet you on the other side.
Get in the building. So I would probably go so far as to say we're more or less through the worst of it right now, but that being said, you know, because we're still sort of in and out of doctor's offices and things like that, we are working on, we are still, like, you know, needing to pay for things. You know, it's dead of summer in Texas. It's really hot. Our energy bill is super high as a result.
You really pissed these guys off.
So we are still taking donations. We aren't adding more games to the pile at this time due to the fact that we've already hit all of our goals for those. Though, I don't know. If we hit 2,000, I might go ahead and slap, like, Quake 4 on there.
It's me. I can't make lunch today. Oh, shit.
I did, not reset the goal. Like, I've kept in all the money we've raised so far, but I've set a new goal of, like, 2,000. If we hit that, I might, like, add Quake 4 onto that. Because, like, I'm pretty sure I can get Quake 4 pretty easily. It's not a particularly expensive game to pick up, and I've definitely seen it at our local used game store. The only reason I hesitate to, like, add it on there is that, like, hold up. The only reason I hesitate to add it on there is mainly because I can't play that on Xbox on the Xbox Series X. It's not backwards compatible, so I would need to use my 360 for it. I'm not always, like, super jazzed about getting my 360 booted up, you know? But, you know, such is life. Also because, like, I've worn down the control sticks for that. Like, the 360 is a perfectly fine system, don't get me wrong. But I have worn down the control sticks on it. And as a result, it doesn't feel great to play. Which, like, isn't its fault, you know? But also, like, how long is Quake 4 now that I'm thinking about it? I remember playing Quake 4 back in the day. I remember thinking it was actually really neat. Quake 4, how long to beat? About 8 hours for the main story. Right bumper on my 360 pad died, sadly. Oh, that's unfortunate. Oh god, where am I going? Is it up here? Where did I come from up here? I think I came from up here? Yeah. Just walk into a room full of bodies, just like, oh, right, yeah. Oh, I'm trying to mix my coffee up a bit more. All right. But you can feel free to donate whatever amount you want. Previously, we were taking specifically $20 donations for the purposes of adding games to the list. But as we are not adding games to the list, you don't need to feel pressure to like donate a solid $20. But I will say, if you donate $30, something funny happens. And if you haven't seen it before, then, well, you should. Because it is funny. People have told me it's funny. Because I'm a very funny person. I don't know if you know this about me. I'm super funny. Kick. What? Huh.
Stay out of my way.
Ah, fucking ghosts. Well, I'm not going that way. I'll tell you that for free. Hmm?
Can anybody hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. It's Holiday. How'd you get away?
I'm not Alice Wade.
What does that mean?
Find someplace safe. I'm gonna make my way to you.
I'm not Alice Wade.
Replicas are everywhere. They're using the subways.
Huh, took you on a little ride today.
You could say that.
I'm not Alice Wade. I'm not like other girls. I play video games.
All right, we're both still in one piece. I thought for sure you were dead. There's still time for that, I guess.
What?
Get in the building. I'll meet you on the other side.
We got him trapped.
They have me trapped, apparently. Supposedly, they have me trapped. So something I did with my playthrough of F.E.A.R. Was generally in any playthrough of the F.E.A.R. games. Oop, shit. I am like burning through health. Hold up. Fuck. Eh. Eh. Got him. Generally, in any F.E.A.R. game, or at least anything in like the initial like run, you know, the original game, Extraction Point, Perseus Mandate, Usually, there's at least two weapons you want to have on hand: the assault rifle and the shotgun. Because I'm gonna tell you straight up, the original F.E.A.R has one of the best feeling shotguns in the fucking world. It's also one of those ones where it's like based off the SPAS 12, that game, that gun that isn't actually manufactured anymore. With like the folding stock, and they have the stock folded up. Like they don't even unfold the stock. Like what the hell? Know what I'm saying? This gun's stuck in the wall. Liberate that. Absolute top tier shock. It's so good. It feels great. I would say like generally the only exception with regards to like the regular like pair of guns that you would want to keep on you is probably going to be in Perseus Mandate, where they include a new gun. They made a new gun for that game, for the new faction of enemies that show up, the night crawlers.
I'm gonna cut through these buildings. I'll meet you at the south warehouse, half a pick from here.
And that would, in that game, that replaces the assault rifle as one of the ones that you want to keep on you at all times. Find the SMG is good for the ghosts since one bullet pops them. Yeah. But, like, I tend to drop the SMG for, like, a third gun in a lot of cases. Depending on, like, what game I'm playing. So, now, the one of the issues with Extraction Point and Perseus Mandate is that they do add...
Reports from all over the city. There's still pockets of Delta Force out there.
Holiday.
We're trying to set up an extraction point at a hospital a couple
Holiday,
of miles
please, I'm
from
trying to talk.
Auburn Memorial. These freaks are everywhere, though.
I'm not far from there.
Good. You head for the hospital. We'll meet you there.
So, they do add new weapons to, like, sort of kind of keep things fresh in the expansions. And a lot of them are pretty good, but, like, I would say one of their main issues is they don't feel good to use. Like, I love the laser carbine. I do. It feels like shit. And this is something, unfortunately, that also affects the assault rifle replacement in Perseus Mandate. Super powerful. It has a scope that you can get a pretty decent zoom on. But it feels bad to use. Like, it doesn't feel good to shoot it. And I'll show that off more when we get to that game. But it's just kind of an unfortunate thing, you know? Here's another thing, just while we're in this room, and it's something that we can talk about. I think that, like, Monolith has, like, a library of textures that they own, that once they left Sierra, they weren't able to use, because... So this is Diet Zap Burst. Now, at first glance, you may think that this is the vending machine for Dick Squish, and you can actually see they've got Dick Squish in this machine, but it's not a Dick Squish machine. It just kind of looks like it. And it's the same thing with the Fizzy Cola machine. They needed to change it to Cold Snap Cola. Why do you need a Dick Squish machine? No, the soda's called Dick Squish. This is a joke, by the way. The soda's actually called Diet Squish, but the way that Diet is written, or like the typography for it, kind of makes it look like the word dick. Also, hi Cal, welcome. Hope you're doing well. What's this do? Oh! I think there's like one other... Strangely enough, well, I'm doing well trying not to get my dick squished by a vending machine. Aren't we all? It's a constant battle, day in and day out. You know, vending machines squish more dicks each year than sharks. This turned into a weird bit. Yeah, that's a personal failure on your part. I'm sorry I'm not out there squishing more dicks. I swear to God I'm trying. Anyway. Can't have shit in Fairport. We'll deal with that guy in a second. Shotgun time. Oh, it's so good. Just that fucking boom when you pull the trigger. It's so good. Ugh. Alright. Excuse me. So when I played through Nothing's Fair in Fairport except these prices! That's the... Nothing's fair in Fairport except these prices. The experience of doing the fucking department store level in F.E.A.R 3. If there's one thing that'll give F.E.A.R 3, it's my least favorite in the series. But something that I always like is when a game has interesting environments and set pieces. And, oh, shit. Pushed the left trigger just a little too far. Completely on accident. And I will say that F.E.A.R 3 has some really, really cool set pieces.
Seen them?
Seen who? The replicas?
No. This is something else.
What is it, Dan?
I'm not sure. Be careful, both of you.
Like, I'm thinking, like, the suburb levels, the, fucking supermarket level, those are all really good. The airport's fine, but it's not the most memorable one to me. And then, like, the favelas and everything, like, those are cool. Oh, I will say one, weirdly enough, one of the soda machine, fucking textures that they were able to keep was soda piss, weirdly enough.
I'm waiting for you.
Wonderful. Like, that specific broken, like, machine that's just, like, soda bliss, but, like, the first two letters are fucked up, so it looks like it says piss instead. There was a thing that I was trying to talk about, and I keep getting distracted. Such is life. So, when I played through the first F.E.A.R, for the Shooter-Thon, one thing that I did was that I spent the entire game building up ammo for the plasma weapon, the energy shooty thing. I don't fucking remember what it's called. to the point that I got to the end of the game and I had like full ammo for it, and then I just went ham through the rest of it because it like kills in like 1 to 2 hits, unless you're fighting like one of the
Looks like you got
armored
about 20
bullet
of those
sponge
test
guys.
tube motherfuckers heading your way. If you got any more tricks up your sleeve, I try them now.
I tried to do something similar when I recently replayed Perseus Mandate, where I tried to build up just like I took the lightning weapon, the arc lightning weapon, as like my third weapon for the game. This is actually a really good place to use the auto turrets. Right there, sure.
Hold on there, buddy. I'm almost to your position.
What's that one shooting at? I thought I had grenades out. I'm so sorry. Whoop. One of the things that I actually really love about like the original run of F.E.A.R games, like the first game and its expansions, is how much like dust and like shit gets kicked up during firefights. Like, it really adds, like, another element to it where it's just, like, you kind of want to be careful of, like, how much, like, random bullets you're throwing out there. Because, like, kicking up too much dust is going to cause issues with regards to, like, actually seeing who the fuck you're trying to shoot.
Got you covered from up here.
Which I think is neat. Just as, like, an emergent gameplay mechanic, you know? It's the spectacle. And it is spectacular.
We're clear. Rendezvous at the door.
What if I don't want to? I don't know, man. I'm like, tired. You're spectacular, Shark. Oh, thank you.
Glad to see you in one piece.
Long story short, the plan is to get Jen and regroup with what's left of Delta Force at the hospital. She's having a rough go of it. I know you guys deal with the spook house shit, but something tells me you've never dealt with anything like this before.
Well, I'm glad that you said it, because I'm a silent protagonist, and therefore cannot say it.
Weren't you supposed to kill him?
I believe so.
Who, Holiday?
This is not what she wants.
Holiday's cool. I want to say he's the same voice actor as Sergeant Johnson from Halo, but don't quote me on that. Unless I'm right, then do quote me on that.
You go ahead. I've got your back.
Like, it sounds like the same guy. Oh. Lovely.
You see him too, don't you? Shit. No wonder Jen's having trouble.
Oh, cool.
Man, this is not right.
Hello?
Yeah.
Is this the start of the weird cult shit in F.E.A.R? Not really. Okay, so like I said, the rest of the F.E.A.R series kind of does take a few what's the word I'm looking for? A few notes from the... So I have no idea what anybody's name is in this game. Jump scare! But is this fucker's name Holiday? Yeah, his name's Douglas Holiday. Then it's Sergeant Johnson. Okay, yeah, cool, cool, cool. Knew it. So definitely quote me on that then. Because I was right. David Scully. Good voice actor. Good voice actor. Wonder what he's up to today. Definitely not playing Sergeant Johnson, because Sergeant Johnson's fucking dead. I wonder when the second season of the Halo TV series is coming out. I watched that and I actually kind of liked it. What I said was, I think this guy is the same guy who voiced Sergeant Johnson. But yeah, so something that has kind of like changed from game to game is exactly what happened to the people of Fairport when fucking Origin went critical. In the expansions, Fairport is just empty. Like, there's no one. Everyone has seemingly disappeared. And Jin Sun Quan mentioned something about, like, oh, temporal and spatial anomalies. So, like, everybody just got fucking warped away.
I've got a bad feeling about this.
Damn, and these guys don't even ragdoll anymore, so they've been here a while.
Eyes high. The area is right for snipers.
In F.E.A.R 2, no such thing happens. You actually find, like, the sort of, like, desiccated ashen remains of people who were in the city at the time when the explosion went off. And then others were, like, more profoundly affected by it. People who have, like, a kind of strong psychic affinity were, like, mutated and can now, like, puppet corpses around. It's wild.
Watch your six.
In
More soldiers coming into the
F.E.A.R
warehouse.
3...
Let's send these bastards back to Fort Useless.
So in F.E.A.R 3, there is discussion about how
Oh, yeah, I'm a bad motherfucker.
while people near the epicenter of the explosion were, in a lot of cases, killed instantly, people who were further away from it, more towards, like, the suburbs of Fairport, were affected, like, a lot more profoundly. Like, they were affected more by the psychic blast than the actual, like, physical blast. And that's actually where, like, the weird cult shit starts up in F.E.A.R 3, is that these are people who are affected by, like, essentially Alma's psychic resonance, you know? I'm taking, like, a lot of hits. You know why my health is dwindling so fucking fast? I don't have any goddamn armor.
There should be an exit about 1 click to our 6.
So I would say that, like, yeah, there's some, like, weird cult shit in this one, where, like, you're finding, like, symbols drawn on the walls in blood, but because there isn't actually anyone here, that's probably more of a ghost thing than, like, people possessed by Alma's psychic resonance thing. I have no idea where the fuck Holiday went. I forget what the progression... This area is, like, huge, and I forget the progression of it. Here we go. That's a bomb.
Stand back.
Oh, something. So something that I think is really funny that we're not really going to get to until Perseus Mandate is I talked before about how they basically there wasn't a huge amount of like brand new stuff that they could do outside of like
You go check that out. I'll get this gate open.
outside of like textures and stuff like that. And one of the things that like unfortunately kind of fell to the wayside as like not a huge priority is character animations for NPCs. And the reason that this isn't going to come into play really until Perseus Mandate is that, hold up. The reason we got that was because Paxton Fettle's right over there. Hi, Paxton Fettle. Everybody say hi, Paxton Fettle. Hi, Paxton Fettle. Bye, Paxton Fettle. Everybody say bye, Paxton Fettle. Fuck. Hey, Sarge. Where'd all your meat go?
You're not the only bad motherfucker out here.
God, I keep remembering that, like, Rooster Teeth put out a new episode of Panics as part of, like, a, anniversary event for their company. And I still haven't watched it. Say hi to your dog for me, Paxton Fettle. No, that's not Paxton Fettle. That's Paxton Kennel. No, that joke doesn't really work. That's a slant rhyme at best. It's falling asleep. Give me a second. Why is he just standing there? Oh. Are we done? Did they accidentally explode themselves?
If you're fancy shooting, I'm going to blow this fence.
I think there was a guy in that warehouse and he accidentally blew himself up. But one thing that they couldn't, like, spare a lot of time for is NPC animations. Like, enemy animations is one thing. They got, like, all sorts of new enemy animations in Perseus Mandate. What with, like, the Nightcrawlers and everything. But, one of the funniest things... Hold up.
Back away from the fence.
One of the funniest things in Perseus Mandate is that at one point you have like a non-combatant NPC that you walk around with for a little bit, and he has to open a few doors for you.
You make a pretty good team out here.
But here's the thing, NPCs in F.E.A.R don't have a normal door opening animation. The only like times that anybody in F.E.A.R opens a door is when they're an enemy and they're kicking the door in. If you made absinthe, he'd be Paxton Fennel. Anyway. That's pretty good. So you have this, like, non-combatant NPC. Like, here, look, watch this. He's gonna do it. So that's the door opening animation that characters in this game have. Because normally they have a gun in their hands. So we have, like, the NPC...
Careful.
like, needing to open doors for you.
Bad feeling about
And the only way that like this dude in a polo shirt or like a button up can actually open the door is if he kicks it open, and it's the funniest fucking thing in the world. He boiled water, he'd be Paxton Kettle. It's also pretty good.
some of these people killed each other. He did this to himself.
Fucked up, if true.
I'm not exactly burning with curiosity about what's on the other side, are you?
if he got sued and he didn't want to have like a long drawn out trial, he would have to Paxton settle.
This is not right. Not good.
Oh, this is bad.
Uh-oh.
Oh! Whoa! Whoop!
Watch out.
Ah! Hi, hon.
Hello, I just want to see.
Find Jen.
You want to see something wild?
Sure.
Check this out. Gotta wait for it, though. There's a guy getting fucked up in the next room. There he is.
MIDI leg?
MIDI leg? Oh, MIDI leg. Hold on, let me grab that. Whoop!
She just stretched her one back leg. It was really funny looking.
It was really cute.
And Raggy looks like a shrimp right now.
Raggy, are you a little shrimp boy? Are you tired? He looks so exhausted.
They're getting over their vaccines and stuff.
Yeah. Let me go give him a scratch real quick. 1 second.
They don't know that later this year they're gonna get their blood stolen.
Oh, little boy, little boy. Was that Paxton Fettel? No, that wasn't Paxton Fettel. If he passed a physical test, he'd be Paxton Metal. Paxton settle, says the white mom at the supermarket as her kid has a tantrum. Oh, hold on. If he wrote a cautionary children's tale, I think he would call it Hansel and Paxton Gretel.
Walk through the underbrush covered in Paxton nettles.
Hey! Air 5. All right, let's go.
Want some tea? I'm gonna put on the Paxton kettle.
Oh, someone did Paxton Kettle already.
Fuck.
We've done Settle, Metal, Fennel, and I just did Gretel, and you did Nettles. Oh, hey, there's Holiday. Maybe he's all right. Never mind.
Does this military organization have like benefits and stuff like Paxton Dental?
That's pretty good. Give that man an award, the Paxton Medal. How do I get out of here again? I gotta hop the fence.
Cops fear him. Paxton fentanyl.
Fuck.
I've killed the streamer. Joke.
Oh god, I'm gonna vomit. Oh.
Maybe the true fear game was the Paxton fentanyl that we all took along the way.
What? It doesn't even make any sense. Fuck, I was having up another one and Natalie just killed all of us. I love you, Natalie.
Me too.
Oh, God. But yeah, part of the reason I also expanded the donation bar was because we did have our cats go to the vet the other day. And it was, you know, I expected it was going to be a lot. Because, you know, pets is expensive. Pets is spency, but they're worth it.
It would have been twice as much if we had gotten their blood and their poo-poo stolen.
That's true. So we're going to need to, like, wait until later. But if you want to help us pay to have their blood and poo-poo stolen, you can donate to the stream.
Their annual blood and poo-poo stealing procedure.
This is Echo 6. We've reached the first marker. Roger, Echo 6. Secure the area. Intruders have been confirmed.
What is it, my Raggy?
His brother won the Tour de France, Maxton Pedal.
Incredible.
Ah, laser. Oh, hold on. If we're doing the laser, I'm gonna go ahead and just use the ammo for this. I do like guns that use like big nails or like stakes as ammo that then you can then like use to like pin people to walls. Those are always fun in video games. Where did the laser carbine that go? There it is. There's like a glitch with the sound file for pulling out the laser carbine and putting it back where it like clicks more than it should. Are all the computers still Dells? Yeah, they are. Motherfuckers still using Dell computers. Oh, we got the red stabler. I've never seen Office Space. Getting caught in a thorny bush makes impacts and nettle. Natalie already did that one. I'm sorry. Natalie got the nettles already. You'll need to try again. God, I'm still fucking recovering from Paxton fentanyl. Couldn't hear her. Sorry, Natalie. Oh. 8 points. Oh, hello. Oh. Ah! Cal donated $20. Art for the stream done by Adrian Beakston of Team Ketpel. That's alright. It's pretty good. Reality is falling away. Cal, thank you for the $20 donation. Really appreciate that. Don't know if I like this. Ooh, fire. That's a lot of ghosts. That's a lot of ghosts. Go away, ghosts. Ghosts fuck off challenge. Oh, that's a lot more than I'm really ready to deal with. Hey, no, don't do that. Hey, don't do that. Don't do that. Stop it. Stop it. Ah, fuck. Shit. God damn it. Alright, we're good. Oh, dang, I hate when I donate to my favorite shark streamer and accidentally hell. Zombie ghosts leave this place. Cal donated $20 and summoned hell. Excuse me. We don't currently have a way to summon hell for the stream, but if you donate $30, something funny happens. Watch this. Trying to shoot. Why isn't it shooting the fucking... Hold up. Well, it would have been funny if that worked the way I wanted it to. Surprise. You really gotta hand it to him. Ah, damn it. Hold on. This isn't supposed to be here. 1 second. I should have... Here we go. What the fuck? Bro. Okay. Yeah, sure. Damn, if that's a donation perk, then I gotta do that more often. Dang it, I forgot the funny thing was at 30. Yeah. There it is. What a comedy of error. I didn't ask how big the room was. I said I cast remote fireball. Fuck you. If he went to space, would he ride a Paxton shuttle? Possibly. Eat a bag of candy, his favorite, Paxton Skittles. That one could be better. Ah, Invisiboys. Stop that. I still see you. Excuse me. Oh! Invisiboys, fuck off challenge. When he speaks at a debate, it's a Paxton rebuttal. Hello! Whew. This bit had legs. It did. And then we shot them out from under it. On purpose. How did he survive that? Through grit and raw determination. Anything else in there? No, there isn't. Alright. And away we go. Oh, beans. I fear for my life. Haha, I'm scared. Ah, whatever, these guys aren't that tough. So they're a big mech suit. What are they gonna do to me? Right, that. Ah. Ooh. Eh. 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 Go get him, little guy. You put up more of the fight than I expected. Whoop. That little turret did a lot more work than I thought he would. Good for him. Damn, I gotta get me some of that. When he goes to Marcus for brekkie in the morning, he gets a Paxton griddle. That's pretty good. It's solid. I can't think of any more jokes. I'm sorry. No more jokes for the rest of the stream. We're done with jokes. It's gonna be serious discussion from this point onward. Little turret that could. Hold on, I have a message on Discord. What is this? Yeah, crack my knuckles. 1 second. Ah. Oh, the plane. This was actually another thing that they would go on to kind of borrow a little bit for F.E.A.R 2, is like the idea of just like a big ass plane crashing down in the city and then like it being kind of a set piece that you walk by. And like that's pretty cool. So you think for a F.E.A.R 4, I believe you mean F.E.A.R, that continues the story or a complete reboot of the series would be a better idea. I'm not generally a fan of reboots. Usually. On one hand, I want a SHARKSTREAM highlight of all the Pax and Fellow jokes, but on the other hand, Gage, please fast cut so it's not 30 minutes long. Oh, don't worry, I would do that. Oh yeah, here's Soda Piss. Soda Piss! Anyway. So the subway is actually a new area.
Get those crates down to transport. We've got a lot more supplies coming in.
Can't wait for the rated 18 plus sequel for 34R. I get it. I understand the joke. What the fuck? Huh? Oh. Ah! Oh! Alright. But yeah, I'm not generally a huge fan of, like, rebooting series entirely. Mostly because, like, I'm one of those people that's, like, I prefer when a series, like, even if, like, things don't necessarily, like, go in the best direction, like, if there's, like, bad, like, entries into a series, I like it better when, like, that's acknowledged and kind of, like, reckoned with in the story versus just being like, oh, it never happened. The example I always use for this is Terminator. Where it's just like, I really like a lot of the Terminator movies. I'm not going to act like constantly rebooting that series in different ways and manners was like the worst idea they could have gone with, because quite frankly it gave us Dark Fate, and Dark Fate fucks. But at the same time, like, it does feel weird to completely disregard, like, okay, I don't like Terminator 3. I think Terminator 3 is a bad movie. In a similar vein, obviously, Terminator Salvation isn't great. It kind of sucks a little bit. But I think that, like, you know, making Terminator Genesis, that which doesn't, like, acknowledge that those movies happened at all in any way, is a bit of a coward move, if I'm being entirely honest. And just, like, they keep, like, making these, like, fresh reboots so they can be like, yeah, we're gonna make a whole new series out of this. And, like, Genesis does poorly, and Dark Fate, unfortunately, does poorly. And it's just, like, this whole fucking thing. You know? Hold on, I'm gonna take this guy out. That's fair. You gotta learn from your mistakes or be doomed to repeat them. Exactly. I would say... I don't know that I would... I don't know that this... I would necessarily call this, like, the gold standard, but, like, one of the series that I look at as sort of, like, a good example of kind of what I'm talking about is actually X-Men. X-Men doesn't handle this perfectly. There's a lot of shit that is completely incongruent with each other in X-Men, but at the same time, they try to pass it off as just like, no, this all still happened. It's more of a broad strokes thing, admittedly, but, like, you get to X-Men... So, obviously, you know, the X-Men series continues as, like, a unified canon up through X-Men Origins Wolverine, right? And then you get to First Class, and First Class, like, immediately is completely incongruent with everything that was previously set up. The flashbacks in X-Men The Last Stand, depictions of Charles Xavier in X-Men Origins Wolverine, all that. None of it makes any goddamn sense. Right? And then you get to The Wolverine, and it's clear that everything that's happened up to The Last Stand still happened. There's references to all sorts of things. Like, they reference X-Men Origins Wolverine, you know? And then you get to Days of Future Past. And Days of Future Past is, like, all about... You know, it's an in-universe soft reboot. Where it's just like they have this opportunity to make it so that the shit that they dealt with didn't happen. Days of Future Past felt good. Days of Future Past is so fucking good. And part of that is because it's just like they acknowledge that all of the stuff that happened in, like, the original run of X-Men movies still happened. And they don't, like, shy away from that. Like, Jean Grey is still dead. Like, Logan is still dealing with that. And again, I'm pretty sure, like, because in both The Wolverine and Days of Future Past, like, there's parts where, like, we hear, like, sound clips from Wolverine's past, and they still, like, have him, like, crying out for Kayla Silverfox. You know? So, like, X-Men Origins Wolverine, still acknowledged. Doesn't, like, piss on and just throw out the other stuff. Exactly. Like, at the end of it, it's just like, yes, we undid the mistakes of the past and therefore can go forward to a brighter future, at least until X-Men Dark Phoenix happens, but... like, they only got there because all of the other stuff happened, you know? Everybody say hi, Paxton Fettle. Bye, Paxton Fettle. Hi, Paxton Fentanyl. I really like that bit. I handled that pretty well. Paxton Fetlife. Is this anything? Where am I going? Where's the actual direction I'm supposed to be going in? Hey, what's going on over there? Stop that. Throws a ball on the ground. The Paxton fetal position. Workshop it. Workshop it. We'll come back to that one. I think I'm supposed to go downstairs. Well, if he made game guides, he'd be Paxton Fextra Life. We'll workshop that one too. You know what? What's important is that you tried. That's all that matters in the end. But yeah, going back to, like, the idea of reboots and everything. So, like, I would say if they wanted to make a new F.E.A.R game... Because they tried to once. They tried to make F.E.A.R Online, and it was awful. But, like, if they wanted to make a new F.E.A.R game, I would rather have it be, like a new sequel. I would prefer to have it be F.E.A.R, you know? And, like, I don't want them to shy away from, like, putting the number in the title. Like, I talked about this previously. I think we as a society are becoming scared to put numbers in the titles of our sequels. And I think that's coward shit. Put a number in your goddamn title. I don't care if it's the fucking 7th movie in the goddamn series. If Star Wars can do it, so can you. We live in a society afraid of numbers. They really want me to take these rocket launchers, but I will not. So Xbox Series X should have been Xbox 10. No, it should have been the Xbox 3. Sony has no problem putting numbers in the titles of their systems. They do have a problem with implementing proper backwards compatibility, though. Like, being afraid of putting numbers in the title is why we have, like, you can't say that you want to play Mortal Kombat because, like, you could be talking about MK9. And now you can't even say that you specify that you want to play Mortal Kombat 1, because you could be talking about the 12th game in the fucking series. Is the asp rifle the burst one or the sniper? Both. It's a sniper rifle that fires a 3-round shot. The fuck? Let's see if we can get her to do it.
I'm over here.
Yeah! Alright. No God of War 4 or 5. Yeah. No, it's just God of War. Although, admittedly, God of War 4 is, technically speaking, the 7th game in the series. Or 8th if you're counting the phone game, which I can't figure out if people count the phone game or not. People are so weird about whether the phone game counts or not. Well, let's go quick. Let's make this quick. Oh, those PSP games. Yeah, there's the PSP games as well. And then there's Ascension. Boop.
Check the upper floor. What the fuck is that?
What the fuck? What the fuck is that? What the fuck? What the fuck? The fuck is that? It's called a girl, you Chad. But why though? Why what? Oh. Yeah, it's never really explained in this game, like, particularly, like, okay. So, the whole thing in this game is that the child version of Alma is trying to help you, but the adult version of Alma is trying to hinder you. And it's never really explained why. It all just kind of happens. Okay, there's a fucking health booster around here, and I'm always worried I'm going to miss it. Because this area is kind of a fucking, like, wacko... Here we go. It's right here. Hold on, let me pick that up. There are certain situations where I can, like, understand that, like, a reboot is probably warranted. Like, you know, it kind of sucks that, like, the new Saints Row didn't really do particularly well, but, like, there's no way you really could have made a good, like, a satisfying sequel to Saints Row 4, if we're being honest. There isn't really a continuation there. Like, maybe they could have figured something out, but Now we got these guys. These guys aren't particularly fun to fight, if I'm being entirely honest. They're just kind of annoying. Yeah, there really wasn't any way that they were going to make, like, a Saints Row 5 off of, like, the ending to Saints Row 4, if we're being realistic here. But, like, I don't know, just looking at, like, preview images for, like, the new game, like, it didn't seem like it was quite as wacky as, like, that series got, and I feel like that's just kind of, like, taking a step back more than you needed to. But then I didn't play the game, so I don't actually know for sure. So I could just be completely talking out of my ass, and you should not take my word for it. Huh. Alright. That's where they put all the benches they take out because they don't want homeless people sleeping on them. Oop. And they don't give any thought to, like, hey, people waiting for the subway might want to fucking sit down, you goddamn fucking ghouls. But yeah, I'm always a proponent of, like, even if a series has, like, kind of fallen far from what it used to be, still, like, respecting what came before, even if it was bad. Like, I will always fall on, like, that side of the argument, personally. And I think it's mostly because, like, regardless of how good or bad the previous stuff was, like, there's still a lot of work that was put into it, one way or the other. Like, there's exceptions, obviously. I know they made... I think they made, like, a comic book follow-up to the original Tim Burton Batman movies that don't acknowledge the Schumacher films. And in part, I'm kind of okay with that because it means that we don't get Billy D. Williams' Harvey Dent replaced by Tommy Lee Jones.
Orange line, repeat. Orange line, cut him off.
Like, that was kind of one of the fun parts of Lego Batman, was that they had Billy D. Williams playing Harvey Dent / Two-Face. Yeah, that's it. Goop 'em.
You're safe now.
Thanks, Alma. I fucking love Alma as a character. I'm gonna be entirely honest. Like, she's obviously just kind of, like, aping the style of, like, you know, the Japanese Onryo type ghost, you know, like, from The Ring or The Grudge and stuff like that. But just, like, oh, God, that image of, like, a little girl in a red dress just, like, fucking vaporizing dudes. Oh, it's so good. It's so good. And it's like... no wonder they keep finding excuses to bring back that version specifically, even when it wouldn't fucking make any goddamn sense. I live near Automata, the tower at Paradigm's Breach. Listen. I don't even know if I can say that Alma came first. Because, like, that was also kind of a thing in, like, Drakengard, wasn't it? Oh, that girl was blonde. That girl was blonde, though. That girl was blonde. Yikes. Oh, the Watcher's girl. Yeah, her. The Watchers dance. The Watchers dance. Oh, that guy was really upset. Stop it. Oh, hello, sir. Shoot the padlock to unlock the door. How far? We're an hour and a half into this game, and they're only just now giving me that goddamn tutorial? That goddamn toot? Ah, I'm going with the carbine. I'm going with the carbine. I'm using the carbine for this run. I don't want the energy weapon. I wanna build up as much laser carbine ammo as I can, and then just go ham. Corpse's feet were huge. Why were you looking at the corpse's feet? Zandahar cringe moments. I'm sorry. I didn't mean that. He just got big boots. Big old work boots. Whoa! You startled me. Because they were right in the middle of the screen and they were huge. You know what? Fair enough. Couldn't miss them. Why was there still a train running? Oh. Using the subway to transport equipment and supplies. That's right. Doot-a-doot-doot. Ah! Ouch, my meat and organs. You know, I don't necessarily think that, like, you can never give a silent protagonist a voice. I think there's plenty of opportunities where, like, giving them a voice actually improves the character. Like Isaac Clarke. Or...
He's here.
Oh.
Fettel. Stay away from me.
I'm not going to do anything to you, Ms. Kwan. But I can speak for my mother.
Jankowski.
I tasted the good lieutenant's visions.
Remember Jankowski?
They were most revealing.
Spin. Your eyes.
Remember Jankowski from the first game? Natalie, do you remember Jankowski from the first game?
No.
Fair enough.
Excuse me. Jane Kick Bugtowski? Remember that show? Kick Bugtowski is like a butt on a skateboard, I think is what it was.
No?
My blood sugar's high.
I think that might have been a bit on Family Guy, actually. Kick Buttowski. Hold on. Kick Buttowski. Kick Buttowski, Suburban Daredevil. Definitely wasn't a butt with a face. As far as I can tell. Hold on. We're gonna read up on Kick Buttowski, Suburban Daredevil.
Okay, I know what it is. I know what she's talking about.
Kick Buttowski, Suburban Daredevil is an American animated television series created by Sandro Corsaro and produced by Disney Television Animation. The fourth Disney XD original series and the first such animated series, it follows a young boy named Clarence Francis Kick Buttowski who aspires to become the world's greatest daredevil with the help of his loyal friend Gunther. Many of the characters and settings were based on Corsaro's childhood growing up in Stoneham, Massachusetts. The show uses Toon Boom animation software with some 3D animated elements. Let's read about the principal cast. Clarence Francis Kick Buttowski, a 10-year-old amateur, thrill-seeking, often reckless daredevil. His main goal out of life is to embrace each day as if it were his own personal action movie. He embraces stuntman persona to the point he has a very hard time ignoring opportunities to do stunts or care for his own well-being. Despite this, he otherwise has a good heart and always does the right thing in the end if his reckless behavior goes too far. He is skilled at stunt work despite his age, but some of his stunts do backfire. He's rather short and wears a signature Daredevil outfit, a white jumpsuit with red stripes down the sleeves, a white helmet with a red stripe, and yellow boots and gloves. Some of his more notable catchphrases are, "It's showtime," "Fail, I don't do fail," "Aw, biscuits," "That's a rat," and "Chimichanga." He is the middle child in his family. His middle name was announced in Rank of Awesome as a reference to his original name, Francis Little. He is picked on by his older brother, Brad Buttowski, who often refers to him as Dillweed. He has 3 arch rivals, Kendall Perkins, Ronaldo, and Gordy Gibble. Okay, for a butt with a face, it's Netflix's The Day My Butt Went Psycho, which IDK shit nor fuck about. Fair enough. This has been a weird detour. Oh, this is gonna be hilarious. Check this out. Whoa! Ah! So I think we vaporized one dude and then that guy just went fucking flying. That was great. But thank you, JP, for the update. I met the guy that wrote the book that was based on... What, The Day My Butt Went Psycho? Oh, hey, that's Delta Force.
And go where? They're all over the place.
Oh, they got gooped. Fucked up. I think a lot about how Shrek is based on a book, but, like, the book is nothing like the movies ended up being. I also think about how I think the Pied Piper from the fourth movie is based on the son of the guy that wrote the book, I believe, who is like an accomplished jazz flautist, if I remember right. Hold on, I'm gonna look that up. Shrek Forever After. American jazz flautist. Son of New Yorker cartoonist William Steig. William Steig is the guy who did Shrek. I was right. I was correct the whole time, as I usually am. Except when I'm not. Ah! What? Wow, Gage, how did you get to be so smart and handsome and good at video games? I ate a lot of junk food as a kid. That's how you get to be smart and handsome and good at video games. Don't eat your green vegetables. Eat a shitload of junk food. Please don't take that advice to heart. Ooh, health booster. Zandahar, how many emotes do you have that's like people taking notes? Because that's the second one that you've used. Alright, time to climb up this ladder where absolutely nothing will happen to me. Ah! Make you take your clothes off and go dancing in the rain. This guy's fine. He's just got his arm stuck in the pipe. He's also seen some shit. Look at those eyes. He's just stanced up is all. Oh. Well, this is awkward. Hold up. Whoop. I know I have at least one more. Of course, of course. So all these boys are dead. What the fuck? Why is there just a pile of guns here? That's hilarious. I love that, actually. So 3, it looks like. Well, sometimes you gotta take a lot of notes. So I suppose that's fine. Oh no, I'm exploding into a pile of meat, blood, and guns, says a fully armored mercenary slash demon guy who's afraid of a Tiny girl. Bleh. Oh no, his arm clipped into the floor. This is gonna be funny. Watch this. Yoink. See, that was really funny. Oh, hey, and I unlodged that guy from the floor. Well, no, I didn't. He's still stuck. Oh, it's like an MK2 where the people exploded multiple rib cages and spines. You know, it would have been funnier if the grenades bounced off the railing and killed you. That would have been hilarious. You're right. It didn't happen, which I'm grateful for, because I've already exploded myself once in this stream. I would prefer not to do it again. Pray I do not do it a second time. Or do pray I do it a second time? I'm not a fucking cop. I can't tell you what to do. I just wanted to do that. Well, you can't make us do things. I'm getting shot by somebody. Where did you even come from, my guy? That guy fucking appeared from the goddamn ether. Ah! You startled me. This is a long hallway. Oh, it's a spooky hallway. Did he walk through the mist of his friend and we just not notice him? That was weird. It's possible that he might have. Hello? Oh. Ah! I think I got him. Hi, Span. I should say he really missed his friend. I get it. That was such an intense wheeze that Discord didn't pick it up. That's really funny to me. I gotta get like a noise canceling or like soundproofing fucking thing for my microphone so that I can like turn off noise canceling shit on like Discord and OBS. I don't know how I'd set that up though. Like, how do people usually set that up? For somebody who, like, streams so much, it's kind of shocking how, like... how, like, difficult I make it for myself. Because, like, okay, I'm gonna go ahead and give y'all a peek behind the curtain here. Anytime I've, like, switched scenes or, like, made music fade out or, like, lower in volume, that's all manual. Like, I go into YouTube and I lower the volume on the video that I've got the music on. That's all just stuff I do myself. I don't have, like, any kind of, like, setup for anything like that. And, like, I, like, go out of my way to, like, click between scenes in OBS to switch from, like, the pre-screen to, like, the chat zone to, like, the actual gameplay. Like, I just do all that. Like, there are no doubt ways that I could be making this easier on myself by, like, automating shit. But I've, like, just never had a good opportunity to, like, go out of my way to, like, learn any of that. Oh, the bongos. I love in the first couple F.E.A.R. in the, like, first run of F.E.A.R. games when the bongos start up. That's when you know shit's getting real. When you play F.E.A.R. and the bongos start up. Danger bombos. No, let's go with bombos. There was, I saw a video recently. I'm gonna go ahead and use my one allocated, mention of Final Fantasy XIV on, during a non-Final Fantasy XIV stream here. There's a video I saw recently, that was like when people have sound effects worked into their macros, and it's the clip from Beavis and Butthead of the sex ed class, but every time, like, the teacher, like, yells about, like, penis or vagina, it's replaced by one of, like, the macro sound effects from Final Fantasy XIV. And, like, the very last one that that's used is the danger bongos. Bombos the dodongos. I can't wait to bombo da dombo dum dum ba 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 da bombo da bombo ba dombo. Thank you for coming to the Shark Stream. Where the fuck am I going? Oh, I'm going down here. That's right. Whoop. I would like to leave the subway at some point. Watch, I say that, and we're gonna be, like, entering, like, the final area of this fucking sequence soon. I bet you. I don't know why I can go back here. Like, what's the point of that? I went into the kitchen, and I think I heard Gage having a stroke. Little bit. Don't worry about it, though. Fuck! The hell?
I made it. I'm at the hospital.
That's great!
Oh God. They're dead. They're all dead.
That sucks! Oh.
They know you're coming. Be careful.
They know I'm what?
They're hunting you.
Like Kraven the Hunter starring Aaron Taylor Johnson? That movie's coming out in October, right? I gotta make sure I see that. I've been so bad about, like, going out and seeing movies that I really want to see recently. Like, I missed out on seeing the new Mission Impossible in theaters, and I still feel real bad about that. And I want to see The Meg 2, The Trench, while it's still in theaters, because a bitch loves a giant shark movie. Shark comes alive on stream, real not clickbait, gone sexual, gone wrong. How's it gone wrong? Stay tuned to find out. It's not actually going to happen. Not actually going to do that. Just to be clear. Bleh. I would like to get up here, thank you. I have a message on Discord, 1 second. I sent something to a friend recently, and I let them know what the tracking number was, and I've been waiting for them to get back to me to acknowledge. Problem is, they check this cord very irregularly. So, like, sometimes you just gotta wait a bit, you know? I'm getting hungry, and I have a granola bar here that I haven't fucking eaten. Hold on. It's a sweet and salty peanut granola bar. I can... Yeah. Come on. Like, I had this on hand yesterday if I needed it, and I didn't fucking eat it then. There's a guy that comes through there. Yep. Oh, but I need him to come down here so I can get his ammo. He's just fucking going wild on that goddamn trigger. Like, my guy, you don't need to hold it down that much. Yeah, that was close. I almost got burnt. I think a lot about that post about the guy getting texts from, like, Gumby and Pokey, and how he doesn't give a shit about Gumby at all, but he's, like, super concerned about Pokey. Barnt Snipson? Hello, Gray. Welcome. Ah! What happened to our boy Pexty the Fexty? Paxton Fettle hasn't shown up for a bit. Ah, ah, ah! I should maybe use a gun that isn't a fucking... Oh, and... Alright. Wolverine gently touching a portrait of Paxton Fettle. When will my antagonist return from the war? Eh? Hey, stop that. You ever hallucinate a freaky little man? God, just wait till we get to fucking Perseus Mandate. That game is all about hallucinating freaky little men. Only good things happen in the sewers in a mid-aughts shooty. So, I was thinking about it the other day about, like, what I like about mid-aughts shooters so much. Versus, like, the current sort of, I don't know if I'd necessarily call it an obsession, but I guess, like, fascination with, like, boomer shooters. And I think it's because, like, mid-aughts shooters have, like, a lot more sort of, like, breathing room, it feels like, in a lot of cases. Like, my first instinct would be to say that, like, oh, there's a lot more sort of, like, emphasis given to exploration. But that's not entirely true, especially with boomer shooters, because boomer shooters are just like, oh, here's, like, if you go exploring, you could find secrets. Hayes' strongest soldier. Here, except the freaky little men are wearing pink booty shorts. I think what I would probably say... That was really cool. You may not have noticed how cool that was, but it was really cool that I shot that grenade out of the air and killed that guy with it. But I guess, like, it's more about, like, the structure of, like, a mid-aughts shooter, a lot of times, is usually, like, a specifically designed, like, enemy encounter, and then just, like, walking around, you know? There's a lot more emphasis put on narrative and the linear storytelling and set pieces. Yeah, I would also... A lot of times, like, the story... In a lot of mid-aughts shooters, the story is kind of an excuse, though. You know? Like, it's not quite at, like... I wouldn't say F.E.A.R had a huge emphasis put on story, you know? Like, it was there. But, like, the game definitely feels like we want to make a game that has, like, slow-mo mechanics and horror elements and a first-person shooter. And then, like, the story was kind of constructed around that. It's like Half-Life and later Half-Life 2's influence. Then Halo happened. Stop that. Oh, he still managed to put it up. You son of a bitch. I stopped the animation and it still manifested. That's great. I love that. It's so goofy. But, like, there's still sort of... It's hard to explain. We had that talk during Time Shift, too, where, like... Also, John Woo and Matrix movies were big around this time or just before, right? What story do we want to have time stop powers? Yeah. I did find out that with Time Shift specifically, they actually kind of redid, like, a lot of the game's, like, story and, like, concepts and stuff, like, midway through production. And that was mostly because there was, like, a demo from, like, 2006 that was, like, received very poorly.
Baker 3 reporting. Charges are in place. Roger, Baker 3. Detonate the charges. Copy that. Detonating charges.
Ha, got him. I think what it kind of comes down to is sort of like crafting environments that, like, you can walk around in, but, like, aren't necessarily, like, filled with enemy. Like, it's... I've kind of... How do I explain this? I've talked about it before with regards to, like, the idea of the corridor, right? Where it's just, like... let's use Doom 2016 as an example. One of the issues with Doom 2016 And Doom, for the record, I love the 2016 Doom, like, a lot. It's a really good game. But one of the major issues that I have with it is that it really is just kind of like, here's a big arena, fight all of these dudes until you kill all of them. Okay, that opens the door, go to the next arena where you're going to fight a bunch of dudes and kill all of them, right? Like, that's the gameplay loop. Whereas a lot of times with, like, games that were released, first-person shooters that were released in the mid-aughts, it's more about, like, here is this corridor you have to go down. We have a lot of stuff for you to look at, and a lot of areas for you to explore, and here are enemy encounters here, 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 and here, right? Versus, like, maybe, like, a boomer shooter, where it's just, like, here's the area, it's filled with enemies, go kill them all. And, like, there is a bit of exploration that is encouraged to, like, find secrets and stuff. But, like, the end goal is, like, finding secrets. It's, like, the environment is created to find secrets and populate with enemies, as opposed to being, like, an environment created to be an environment. Oh shit, it's past 2 a.m. I should really go to bed. You probably should. You've ended the time travel, and you can only go to the shitty alternative past where a guy named Crone rules the world somehow. Thanks for the stream, Gage. It's been good. I'll see you later. Have a good one, Zandahar. Oh, hold up. Ooh.
It's locked, dumbass.
Excuse me?
Oh, hi.
Yeah, it's this fucking guy.
Didn't know it was you. Listen, you owe me. You wouldn't have gotten out of Origin without me. You know that, right?
Open the fucking door, Norton.
You wait right there. I'll come around and open the door. But you gotta promise me you'll take me with you.
He might not actually be alive, all things considered.
No, wait. I want the plasma rifle. How about the minigun? No? Goodbye.
Because he still has, like, the blood on his shirt from when he gets shot in the fucking chest. So for all we know, he could be a ghost. A ghost that still really likes eating, puffy cheese snacks. I could fuck with some Cheetos. But, like, only, like, the tangy, chili fusion Cheetos. I don't know what's worse. Weren't you going to bed? Get out of here. Go sleep. It's 2 in the goddamn morning. Damn, I managed to take 3 of them out. Enjoy sleep. Sleep is so important. Believe me, I know. I've actually had to, like, force myself to try and get more sleep recently. Because, like, I've been not getting a good amount of sleep, unfortunately. I'm going. You have a good one. But yeah, I've been having trouble sleeping recently. And I know I've been having trouble, like, getting a lot of good sleep recently because, like, when I don't get enough sleep, like, my right eye likes to twitch. It's been happening a lot lately. I'm just like, oh, that's a bad sign. So I've been trying to, like, I don't know if force myself to get more sleep is, like, a good way to describe it, but, like, I've been trying to get more sleep. Just kind of in general. The way that there was a bit of resistance on the glass when I fired that off was actually really cool, honestly. And actually, I've been using Penny Snap Cube within like the last month or so, released a series of sleep aid videos called Midnight Snap. And I've been trying to use those, and it's actually been working pretty well, I think. Because normally I'm like kind of a white noise kind of guy. Like, I put on like sounds of like rain and stuff like that, right? I'm not usually like listen to people talk and fall asleep while doing it. Like, that's more Natalie's thing. Like, she'll put on like long form videos and just listen to people talking to help her get to sleep. But I decided to go ahead and try it out. And it's been working pretty well for me, if I'm being honest. Wah! So, you know, that's been nice. Sorry, I looked over and Raggy's all curled up, and he's got his little paws covering his eyes, and I'm just like, whoa, baby boy. The babiest boy to ever do it. Yoink. Did I kill that? Did that kill? Nope, it didn't. It didn't. It didn't. It didn't. Super didn't. What are you leaning from? Why do you lean? Oh my god, Gage, you can't just ask people why they lean. The whittlest man. He's so whittle. He's so small. He's just little. He's the littlest guy. Sleepiest boy. Good night, Mr. the Missile. Okay. Yeah, I think we could just leave. And that's the subway. What's that beeping noise? Why is it getting faster? Oh. Ah! Eep! Get me out of here! Bwah! Anyways. Well.
There are replicas everywhere. They've taken the city.
Fucked up. Sure is a lot of... Oh! A helicopter. A whirligig. Thank God you had this parking garage to break your fall. Yeah, no kidding. That could have been dangerous otherwise. What? Anyway. So I think we're, like, at the hospital now. Like, I'm pretty sure this is the parking garage for the hospital, so, you know, convenient. God, this area is huge.
I don't know where to go.
I think the other thing that, like, I generally prefer about, like, mid-aughts shooters is that aside from maybe, like, giving you, like, upgrade pickups that you can get along the way, like, you know, how this game has the fucking, excuse me, goodness gracious, the fucking, reflex and health boosters. Generally speaking, you have everything you need from, like, moment one. That you need to get through the game. And then, like, these days, like, everything gets fucking RPG-ified these days, and it bugs the shit out of me. Did they get killed by their own power armor? That's hilarious. That's actually really funny. You may not realize it, but that's hilarious. I don't know. I don't think a first-person shooter needs a skill tree, is all I'm saying. You know? Like, this is definitely one of those they're taking us for absolute fools moments, you know? Or playing us for absolute fools, for me. I can't tell if the tinnitus is the game or me. Like, I would prefer, like, progression in a first-person shooter to be more like, as I go on, I get wilder guns. You know, like, Doom 3, as an example. Like, that's the kind of progression that I like in a first-person shooter. It's just like, as you go on, you get, like, cooler guns. There should be a guy right over there. Yep. Wah! Oh. Can't hide behind that anymore. Ah! Oh, God. Like, it's hard to explain kind of, I guess, what I mean by that. It's more... Like, for me, it's more about, like, showing progression through, like, the game design versus, like, giving me a menu to signify progression, you know? Like, I'd like to feel like I'm progressing by the game giving me, like, a cooler gun. Versus, like, oh, you've built up enough cool guy points to get a new ability. It's just like, okay. Like, I've seen people talk about how, like, that sort of design kind of lends itself to this idea. You collect enough zero piss to run 0.3% faster. I've seen people talk about how, like, this sort of, like, game design lends itself to, like, God, what is it? Huh? Oh.
You still don't know, do you? What you are. Why you're here.
We'll let Fettel finish.
You will be a god among men.
Thanks, Grant Goodeve. Everybody say thanks, Grant Goodeve. But basically, it's this idea that, like, if you... you have to go that way. If you make a game and you, like, make progression based on, like, skill points and, like, redeeming for abilities and stuff like that, inevitably what's going to happen is you're going to get players who are just like, hey, these are the best abilities to get, like, early on. And then like, at some point you need to ask the question, why don't you just give them those abilities? If there are specific abilities that, like, are best for a player to have, like, from the get-go, or, like, going to be the first ones that they pick up, then it's like, you might as well just give them that from the beginning, you know?
Why run? You cannot escape something you have been part of since before you were born.
I think, at the very least, you know, we've been playing through it. I think Dishonored 1 does a good job of sort of, like, balancing this idea. Dishonored 1 is also not a mid-aughts shooter, for the record. It's a immersive sim stealth action game. Why run? Why walk? But, like, I feel like it does a pretty good job of this, where it's just like...
You're not coming, are you? I'm going to die here alone.
I'm literally in the hospital, Jin. But it's just like, in Dishonored 1, there's, like, a lot of options that you can go with for, like, how you want to sort of, like, progress your character build. But, like, most of the stuff that you need for, like, actually playing the game, you have from the get-go. You know, dark vision, the teleportation ability. Like, a lot of that stuff you just have.
I can't reach anybody.
It's not something that's, like, arbitrarily locked behind, like, character progression. You can just use it from, like, moment one. But then it's just like, why the fuck does Halo Infinite have, like, an upgrade menu, you know? You know what game didn't have a fucking upgrade menu? Halo fucking 2. When did Halo 2 come out? 2004. Eventually I am probably going to go back and actually, like, finish Halo Infinite, because I haven't finished it yet, but it's just like, ugh, I saw the upgrade menu and just, like, the map, I'm just like, I don't like any of this. And it's just like, I can't just be like, oh, just give me like a classic Halo game, because it's just like, I mean, you know, no, I actually do want them to iterate on the formula and make it better. But like, I just don't think that like open world maps and upgrade trees are the way to do it, you know? Like Halo 3 and Halo Reach adding like equipment and like things like that, that was really cool. It wasn't like spend your Spartan points to unlock the bubble shield ability. And it's just like, no, here's a fucking bubble shield on the ground. Go ahead, pick it up. You can use it now. It's a one-time use. Go find another one if you want it again. No, it just feels like an arbitrarily artificial way to like, I don't know.
Hurry.
Like, the idea is being able to, like, personalize, like, your gameplay to just, like, kind of what works best for you. But it's just like, you know what works best for me? Playing fucking Halo.
Search this area. Mr. First.
Alright, I'm just gonna use this from here on out. Laser! Oh shit, hold up. I don't know. Am I making sense? I often worry about, like, this is actually something I also worry about in my writing, where it's just like, I have an idea, and like I do my best to like get that idea across, but then like I worry, like, when I read it back, it's just like, does this actually flow as well as I think it does? Hurry.
Jenny, it's John. Stay where you are. I'm coming to you.
Oh no, you make sense. You make sense for like, hi, I have ADHD. You make sense to me. Sometimes the brain cells align.
Soon you will have a choice to make. You are near the time you will have to stop running.
That's probably bad, right? It's fine, I'm sure. Oh, yep, nope, Jin's dead. And they set it up so that her camera takes pictures of her corpse. Oh, that's lovely. I just need justice for Jin Sun Quan. She gets it so bad in this game and in F.E.A.R. What door? I guess it's just that there's situations where, like, the idea of, like, how progression is handled is so core to, like, a game's design or, like, a game's history. Gage, I got the non-binary bunny plush from American McGee's company. Oh, cool! Like, it arrived or you bought it? I want to get the ADHD one because it's full of bees. And I think that's really cool. It is here. I will keep that in mind. Wink, wink. I forgot how quickly the laser carbine burns through its own ammo. But yeah, it's always, like, really clear whenever, like, certain modes of progression are, like, built into a game's design or, like, historically is tied to the game's, like, identity. Where it's just like, with Dishonored, it's like, you know, there's genuine choices you can make about how, like, hey, how do you want to progress through the game? Do you want to do it non-lethally? Do you want to do it lethally? Here are options that you can go with to do things either lethally or non-lethally through, like, upgrades and stuff like that.
Hi, sweetheart. Just checking in. The explosion's all over the news, and I just wanted to make sure you're okay.
She probably ain't, buddy. There's an ADHD bat, too, apparently. Oh, that's cool. What is this? What is what? Oh, the thing that we're talking about? American McGee, of American McGee's Alice fame, has a company that makes plush toys based on, like, sex and gender identities as well as mental illnesses. Taking into account, like, how those mental illnesses work. And it's kind of neat, honestly. Like, if there's any developer or, like, any person, like, it sounds like it has the potential to be cringe. But, like, quite honestly, like, having played through the Alice games and kind of getting a sense of, like, how American McGee views mental illness, I trust him. $56B. I read up his opinions on Transport because I know Wikipedia has a bit about it with no context. He's chill on the subject. Yeah, I think there was like some people had like questions about that, but like I haven't seen him like say anything like particularly concerning on that topic. Damn. Like, I think on some level, like, he really gets it, because, like, he lives in China, like, he lives in Shanghai, so he does obviously have to deal, and, like, because he follows a lot of stuff going on with sort of, like, you know, the gaming space in the US, he does end up seeing, like, a lot of sort of, like, the xenophobic stuff that comes out of the US politics and shit like that. Hey, do you guys know any other colors? Yoink.
Squad, spread out.
Yeet. Woo. Whew. All right. The hell? I'm checking Twitter. Give me real quick. Give me a second. Heh. Checking Twitter because I got a weird notification. What the fuck is this? Why is it sending me a notification for someone I don't fucking follow? The fuck?
Squad, close in.
Oh! I blew myself up again. I was so mad about Twitter sending me a notification for someone I don't fucking follow that I accidentally blowed myself up. I'm sorry, everybody. I blew myself up, that is.
Squad, spread out.
Fucking Arrested Development tier joke. Call out post Acid Shark blows himself live on stream. Up, for the record. Blows myself up. Because, like, that's my main goal, is to blow up and then act like I don't know nobody. Haha, beep boop, funny button. What was that noise? Am I? Ah. I love the callouts that the enemies do in the F.E.A.R games. Where they're just like, he's trying to flank. Because just like, I'm gonna be real with you. I don't fucking know tactics. I just throw myself at the boys and hope for the best. So when they're just like, he's trying to flank, it's just like, I am? Is that what I'm doing right now? Am I oh, shit! Are you fucking kidding me? Oh my fucking god. I can't believe that just happened. That was the funniest thing that could have happened in that exact moment. Wow, I didn't kill a single one of them. I think you should have tried to... That might have helped, potentially. Whew. Okay, is that everybody? Is everyone dead? If you're not dead, you legally have to tell me or else it's entrapment. Oh. That's why there were spooky noises before. There was a naked woman around the corner. As there often is. Did you know naked women are around the corner just out of sight at all times? Waiting to strike. Buddy Hamquin. Not single women are rapidly approaching your location. Oh, freaky little mans. Bye, freaky little mans. Everyone say bye to the freaky little mans. Hup. Nailed it. There they go, the hot single women. Godspeed, you crazy dame. You dizzy dames. Dizzy dames just rolls off the tongue. Like, it's an insult, for the record. But it is a very pleasing one to say. You dizzy dames. Oh, I'm blacking out! Jin Sun Quan is dead. Fuck, she sure is. What are we on? Oh, it didn't tell me. Alright, for the record, I need everybody to keep an eye out for room 56B. Hey, who got a baby? Who brought a baby to this horror game? You think you can just take babies to horror game? Alright, no need to yell. Wow, I love Silent Hill. Patient wared. You have to ward off these patients. Okay, whose butt is this? It was that guy's. That guy that just ran off. It was his butt. Replicas out here printing they asses on Copy's machine. 14G, 25J. I don't understand this numbering system. Why is 25J across the hall from 14G? Janitorial. Ah, 56B. Here we go. And, is it this one? Maybe this one? Oh. This is nerve-wracking, actually. Anyways. That's enough of that. Wah! It startled me. Okay. Fucking weirdo. I love the gross squishy noises. Delicious. And what we got over here? There's something over this way, isn't there? I think if we keep going... Ah, dead body. Hold up. Getting turned around here. Oh! This is also 56B? Yeah, alright. There is another little secret thing that I'm pretty sure we can find. Where was it? We gotta wait until Dark Heart, which I think is the next one. The next chapter. Alright, let's go through the fucked up cult door. Oh! Wonderful! Excuse me, sir. Okay. Rude, but alright. Ah! Ow! Fucking piece of shit. These are really just kind of boring enemies also, is kind of the issue with these guys. Like, they're annoying more than anything, but they're also boring. Like, they just run around, they take fucking pot shots at you, and just like, ow, ow, fuck, ow, you know? But then, like, they're not even interesting to look at. They're just transparent. With glowing red eyes, like, ooh. Is there another one? Just overall, just kind of dull. And then they're all over the place in fucking Perseus Mandate. How are we doing? It's about noon right now. I don't know where the fuck I'm going. Hold up. I'm getting lost. And I'm gonna need to figure out what I'm gonna do for lunch. What do I want for lunch? I had a chicken sandwich from Burger King yesterday. That was pretty good. I don't think I could do that again, though. Definitely think I'd want something else. I don't know what, though. Wah. That jump kick ended up being pretty well timed. Looked like I was just getting like pulled through the air, kicking and screaming. Emergent gameplay. Damn. All right. Oh, cool. See, this is what I mean when I say that like the horror stuff in the expansions is actually pretty good on occasion. Like that was good. That was a good bit right there. I bet that looks really funny if, like, you're walking backwards down that hall and, like, you see everything change. Ah, blood fountain. I get attacked by invisible guys in here, don't I? The Project Icarus dudes? Yep. Yep. Ow, fuck. See, these guys also, like, have invisibility and run around and take pot shots at you, but, like, they're at least interesting to look at. Ah! Like, the fact that they phase in and out of visibility, like, definitely creates that, like, jump factor, you know? They're like, ooh, I'm startled. Because, like, you may not notice them right away. But, like, those other guys, they always got the glowing eyes going. Wah! You startled me. You will not make that same mistake again. God, am I any closer to the life flight elevator? I'm in surgery now. So, like, I would imagine that if the life flight elevator is going to be anywhere, probably be accessible via surgery. That's a good sound. That's a sound I like to hear. That's a joke! That's a joke! I was kidding! blowed myself up again. I'm sorry, everybody. I've blown myself again on stream. I'm listening and I'm learning. Gone wrong, gone sexual, gone hot. Ah, there you are. Huh. Oh, what? Now that I've actually thrown down a mine, like nobody's gonna fucking come at me? What a hell. Do 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 do. Ah! Replicant, Repla wish you fucking wouldn't. Oh. That almost killed me. But not quite. I nearly blew myself on stream for a fourth time? Beep boop. Awesome. Love that for me. Here, have a hockey puck. Oh, there it goes. I was just like, why didn't that explode? Took a moment to lock itself in. Fun little zebra cake. You know what snack cake I've been like going for a lot recently? Hostess has these things called zingers. It's kind of like almost the same sponge cake that they use for like Twinkies, and then it's got like icing on top. They're pretty good. Which door is it that was it this one? Oh yeah, saving checkpoint. Here we go. Hey, no, let me in. Come on, you guys, please. Ah! I don't go. You guys have fun. You know we have boomer shooters, you're playing millennial shooters, so when do we get zoomer shooters? Zoomer shooters is what we get right now. Zoomer shooters are the ones that have the skill trees. The fuck? Ah. I want full minigun ammo. Oh god. My throat's a little dry. Eh. Eh. Aha. Okay, stop firing. Chill. God. 950? What, not even like a full 1,000? That's so weird. Oh well, whatever. Excuse me, sir. Oh, well, alright. Ah! What the hell? I could have just let that play out, but like... Look, we already been at this for about 3 hours now. 3 hours, 10 minutes. We got a par of 4.5. That elevator's probably safe to get into. Yeah, hold up. Beep boop. How's it going, Mom? Been enjoying your time here in the hospital? Yeah. Oh, hey. Oh. Whoa. Mom, no. Dark heart. Always trust elevators. When have elevators ever let anyone down? Well, when they've hit the first floor, of course. Ah! I'm sorry. Ugh, you aren't sorry. You're right. I'm not. I think there's something in there. I'm pretty sure. One of these doors has, like, a cool upgrade behind it. Forget which one it is. I feel like that joke could have been better, you know? Though, like, when has an elevator ever let anyone down? All the time. It can only go in 2 directions. Ha cha 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 cha. Like, that probably wouldn't better. That probably would have been better. Lead your girl, Alma. Steppy through the blood. There she go. Hi, Ion Agenda. You only boo me because I'm right. Bleh. Why are you booing me? I'm right. Oh, I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to walk in on you taking a shower. Please pretend I'm not even here. Gotta get out of here. I'm so embarrassed. Oop. Hello, Mama. Oop. Oh. And we're falling. Naked woman jump scare. Oh, I'm falling still. Splish. Womp. Eh. This place is a bloodbath. What's that, man? Yeah. We brought it back. We're so fucking back. Alright. Where am I going? Going this way. Alright, so this is kind of a neat thing. So these are all like prison cells, and these are the models of the people that worked on like Project Origin. Like as they were depicted in the first game. So like here's Harlan Wade. We're not done with him yet, though. Here's Alice Wade. The implication is that this is supposed to be our cell, but then like, ooh, claustrophobia. Walls are closing in, and we're like, ah, oh no, no, let me out. But like, it's fine, actually. You just need to give it a little bit. Just need to give it a little bit. Just need to give it a little bit. Oh no, we're good. Die, ghosts. I mean, wait, hold on. Huh, alright. Ward E. I don't understand.
He's alive. I just picked up his signal. If you can hear me, get to high ground. A chopper is standing by.
Oh, well, shit, okay. All this fucking Terminator-ass music. So now there's actually a fun little bonus thing we actually can do before we go back to the life flight elevator and take it to get out of the game. So we just need to track down the storage room again. Up these crates. And then we should be able to... Yeah! And, oh! Oh!
Quick question.
Yeah, what's up?
Where is the packing tape?
Packing tape? I'm not too sure myself. I would imagine, I think last time I saw it was probably in the closet? Oh, well, I'm out of ideas then.
Right, he just jumped.
He does that. He enjoys the jump. Alright. Time to finish the game.
Hey, Shark. Keep your eyes open for that Blackhawk.
So one of the funniest things is that all those...
You should know better by now.
All those lines that Rowdy Betters says are just lines reused from the first game. It's kind of another one of those things that just sort of shows that this game is very much just... Like I said, I don't like using the term B-team, but like it's very much like a B-team kind of game that's just like mainly reusing assets from the first one. And like they reuse them to good effect, to be sure. But like the asset reuse is incredibly clear. Like, I'm not one of those people that's just like, oh, reusing assets is so lazy and, like, it's always bad or anything like that. Because I've seen plenty of instances of, like, reused assets in games that has been, like, phenomenal. You know, like, the big one that I think about is, like, you know, Majora's Mask. Majora's Mask is a fantastic fucking game. Pretty much everything in it is just reused models and shit from, Ocarina of Time. And that's fine. Because they're all reused in, like, interesting ways.
Denmug, this is Little Bird. We're on the ground.
Oh no, he's got a wedge! Oh my god. The model got stuck on... Part of the model got stuck on the fucking geometry. Alright, let's get out of here.
Hurry up so we can get the hell out of here.
Sure thing, man. On my way. Oh, shit. Poor bastard. Death by wedgie.
They tried to bury their sins, but instead planted the seeds of their doom. But she would not be forgotten. We will make them remember. They will die. All of them. A war is coming. I've seen it in my dreams. Fire sweeping over the earth, bodies in the streets, cities turned to dust. Retaliation.
You know, the lack of subtitles really adds to the fear effect. Fear effect is a different game, Cal. It definitely doesn't have accessibility when a villain is whispering maniacally. Yeah, listen. The mid-aughts was kind of a Wild West of accessibility. What's the word I'm looking for? Compliance. Some people were just like, yeah, we got subtitles. Others were just like, what? No, why would we have subtitles? People can hear our shit just fine. Why would we add subtitles? So that's for your extraction point. Oh, I gotta stop the stopwatch. Hold up. So I would say, accounting for the fact that I didn't hit stop on it when we ended, we came in at about 3 hours, 20 minutes, which means we were an hour and 10 minutes under par. And that's with, like, a lot of me, like, taking detours and pausing to, like, look up dumb stuff on Google and things like that. So I would say that's pretty good, all things considered. I'll go ahead and do my normal outro. I want to thank everybody for coming by the stream. I hope you all had a good time. I know I did. I want to thank everybody who's donated so far. We appreciate anything that everyone can give us. If you enjoyed the stream, you can subscribe here on Twitch. We have special emotes for subscribers. You can also follow me on Twitter, Tumblr, and co-host at AcidXShark. That's AcidXShark, where I post all the streams as they happen. Or you can follow me on YouTube at AcidXShark, where I post all the streams after they happen. I think I've got all of the streams from the last few days uploaded on YouTube. I just need to, like, make sure that they're put in their proper playlists and actually, like, made public. So if there's anything that you've missed, that's all going up. I do my best to be diligent about this, especially since having Amazon Prime connected to my Twitch account gives me a bit more of a buffer zone for how soon I need to, like, get things uploaded before, like, I lose them entirely. Oh, what else? Art for the stream was done by Audrey and B of Team Capel. You can find on Twitter, Twitch, YouTube, Tumblr, and co-host at Team Capel. That's TEAMCATPLE. They do fantastic work. Highly recommend checking their stuff out. Highly recommend commissioning them. If you do commission them, use their commission form. Don't email them. They'll email you. Don't DM them. If you do DM them, if you must, please don't be weird. Do not be weird to my friends. We will make fun of you on stream. Upcoming streams, we're going to take a quick break for lunch. And then in a little bit, we will be back to play through F.E.A.R. Perseus Mandate. Wait, what? Wait, important question. Okay. I'm waiting. Where did what? Where did Paxton Fell go? Don't worry about it. Just don't worry about it. This is not the last we will see of Paxton Fattel. He shows up at Perseus Mandate also. It's a whole thing. I love that. Oh no. That's not supposed to be that far down. He gets haunted. He gets grabbed by the ghoulies. Paxton Fatal Frame. But yeah, we will be doing Perseus Mandate once I've taken a quick break for lunch. So we'll probably be back like hour and a half from now. Trying to think about what else. So for this week, Wednesday is going to be Breath of the Wild in the evening. Thursday is going to be, I think, an afternoon stream only. And that is going to be Final Fantasy XIV. We're going to be doing The Rising, a few runs of Praetorium, and then a final quest once I have gotten the last doggo, so I can get the ultimate doggo on stream. And there's an ad now. Cool. Really? In the middle of my outro, you're going to give me a minute and a half ad? I can kill time. It's fine. These credits are really fucking long. So it's like, whatever, man. You know? You dig? You feel me? But yeah, so Final Fantasy XIV on Thursday. Just Final Fantasy XIV. We're going to have a little bit of a buffer before we head into... hope you aren't tired of seeing the city be on fire. This is a really slow scrolling camera, so we're going to be here for a bit. So just Final Fantasy XIV on Thursday. On Friday, Sinking City, and something else. Not Bayonetta 3 yet. We're going to... me and the Catpulls, we're going to do a different game as kind of a buffer between Bayonetta 2 and Bayonetta 3. And then next Saturday, we're going to have another Mid-Aughts Shooter-Thon overtime. We'll find out what that's going to be at the end of Perseus Mandate. So be sure you stick around for that to see what we play next. It's going to be one of... I think we only have like 3 games left after Perseus Mandate. It's either going to be Prey, Crisis, or Perfect Dark Zero. One of those. And we will find out eventually. What else? I think that just about covers everything. And you know what? There isn't anything that happens at the end of it, but like I can't like properly skip it without just like quitting out of the game. So I'm gonna talk about it in the meantime. I talked about this yesterday. I'm going... So after next week's, like, slate of streams, I am going to be going ahead and taking a quick break from streaming for about a week. I mentioned it previously. I've been getting a little exhausted recently. I'm not, like, fully burnt out or anything like that, but I can kind of feel myself on the verge of it, and I want to try and avoid that as much as possible. So I am going to be taking a basically a break from streaming for 1 week, just to kind of like relax, give myself like a bit of a calm, entering my calm era, becoming relaxation pilled. So that I don't burn out. But then we'll be back next week. You know, full slate of streams. And yeah. I think that's also going to be the week that, like, Labor Day is that week, so I'll have that as well, where I'll have, like, a day off from work. So it'll be not, you know, it'll be nice, is what I'm saying. It'll be a nice time for me to just chill. You know? Sometimes that's what you need. You just need a day. You just need a little bit to fucking chill. You just need to chill, you know? Excuse me. But that's the plan. Oh, please take care of yourself. Games aren't fun if you're struggling. Yeah, thankfully, I'm not really struggling. Like, I'm not struggling with the games themselves, and, like, I'm still having fun with them. Save for that time I was really struggling with Spider-Man, and that wasn't fun. Thankfully, those same levels as the Green Gobbo weren't as frustrating. But, like, it's one of those things where it's just, like, I would like to kind of nip it in the bud before it gets to the point. Like, I would prefer to voluntarily take a break before I get to the point where I have to take a break, you know? You know, you see this sort of thing a lot where it's just like people get to a point where because they aren't like voluntarily taking a break, they get to the point where it's just like now they have to take a break. They're forced to take a break because they've just totally burnt themselves out. And that always sucks. That sucks to see. So I am going to go ahead, take a mental health break from streaming for about a week. And yeah. Then we'll be right back at it. By the way, the credits are done. But we stay staring at this city for a little bit. You know, in case you thought that, like, that was all done. I don't know, is the city even scrolling in the background, or is it just like the railing in the foreground? I think the city is scrolling. I'm seeing like the textures on the buildings like getting eaten up by the left side of the screen there. Oh my god, it might no, okay, the city is scrolling very slowly. Scrolling very slowly. Very slowly. Scrolling very, very slowly. Very slowly. Slower and 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 slower. Thank you. That was my cover of Moving Very Slowly by Tarantula. The joke heavy metal band that the Homestar Runner guys came up with. Okay. Credits are over. I'll see y'all in like hour 15 minutes or so. Maybe like 45 minutes. Who knows? For Percy's Mandate. Take care.